Tasters, welcome to another episode of Tastiness, where I review Weight Watcher friendly recipes. I give them a taste and let you know if you should make them or not. And today, Tasters, we're going to be making some cranberry muffins. Now you all know I love me a good 1-point muffin, and guess what? I actually found another recipe, and even on the new personal points program, it's still just 1 point for me on my based upon the 0 point foods that I use. So I'm too excited, y'all. Y'all know I'm a sweet thing. So let's dig in and see what we're gonna put in these cranberry muffins that are gonna be delicious and not break our calories for the day. So let's dig in. Tasters, I found this recipe from a new Instagram person that I've been following, Lex Loves Food, and I saw the cran-raisins that will be used in this recipe, and I said, you know what, I got to give this a try because I love to put cran-raisins in my yogurt bowls, and just gives it a nice little sweet treat to anything that I add it to. So I was too excited when I saw that cran-raisins would be used in the recipe. Along with 1/4 cup of cran-raisins, we have 1 egg, 1/3 cup of pumpkin puree, which I have been seeing in several of the WW Sweet recipes that I see throughout Instagram and other forms of social media. And I said, you know what, let me give that a try. So I'm curious to see what type of taste the pumpkin puree will make in these muffins. Not sure if you all know, but I was excited to find out when I put this recipe in the recipe builder that the pumpkin puree is considered a non-starchy vegetable. So any of my WW tasters know that when you're eating a non-starchy vegetable, that adds a point to your day. So I was too excited to see that when I put this recipe in the recipe builder. I also have 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk and 3 tablespoons of Splenda. Now the recipe doesn't call for that, but I said, you know what, I might need a little sweetener in it. So we're gonna see how that turns out. And also, one of the main ingredients for the muffins, obviously 1 cup of that Kodiak cake buttermilk pancake mix. Love it. I use that Kodiak cake pancake mix in several of my muffin recipes. So let's start mixing it up. And I have preheated my oven to 350, which Lex Loves Food says. I've greased my 12 cavity muffin tin, and I'll be ready to go. You all know I love a sweet, simple treat. So that's what this looks like this is gonna be. So I start with my 1/2 cup of milk. Mix that to my cup of pancake mix. Then I add my egg. I'd add in 1/4 cup of craisins. 1/3 cup of the pumpkin puree. And last but not least, these 3 tablespoons of Splenda, which does not add to the point value of the recipe, those 3 tablespoons of Splenda. So let's mix it up. Now that I've mixed it up, I'm ready to put it in my muffin tin. It says to spread them evenly among the 12 cavity muffin tins.
Got them in my muffin tin and we're ready to pop them in the oven. Says to cook it for 25 minutes. Now that we've got those in the oven, let's talk about our tasty tip for today. So, I recently had an unintended several days of splurges due to traveling and just not being in my environment where I was able to make sure that I had the food that I'm accustomed to eating on my diet or program rather. And when I got back, you know what I said? Let me get back into it. Even on the way back, I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna give into this. Yes, I did get off track while I was away, but I'm not gonna continue to give into this. One meal at a time, and that means you can get back on track one meal at a time. And I think that mindset has been what has helped me over the years. Thinking about it one meal at a time, getting back on track one meal at a time, and just not allowing a few days of being off track turn into a few months of being off track. So one meal at a time, one day at a time, thinking about my journey like that has really helped me to maintain this weight loss over the years. And then just not letting that me getting off program those few days derail me. So that's the tasty tip for today. One meal at a time, one day at a time. You can get back on track just like you got off. You can get right back on that wagon. So that's the tasty tip for today. Hear that sound, tasters? Our cranberry muffins are ready. Let me get a saucer to put my muffin on. Almost about to dig in without letting y'all see my muffins. Look at these, tasters. Now, one thing I will say is that they look a little small. Lex Loves Food says that they're only 50 calories, and I can tell they're a little small. And 1 point, so it's just gonna be a little treat. I wouldn't say this is gonna be my complete breakfast, but it'll be a little treat for 1 point if they're good. And I was only able to get 11, but that didn't make a difference. Even though the portion went down to 11, there's still 1 point. So I'm excited. Looks good. She says they're going to be moist and fluffy. So they do look a little fluffy. Let's give it a taste. I can taste that pumpkin puree, the cran raisins. Like I said, the only thing is they're a little small, and that was probably by intention so that they would be 50 calories. This will be a nice little snack. I'll make these again, tasters. I'll make these again. Like I said, it's not going to be my breakfast, but it will be a nice little treat. So I will give it a tastiness rating 4 out of 5. So this is our tastiness video for this week. Hope you all have had an amazing week. Hope you have an amazing, healthy, fit week on next week.